What do you think about this is especially happening in Atlanta, Georgia with Young Thug? What do you think about hip hop artists, their lyrics being used against them in court cases? Their actual lyrics being used against
So
them.
I'm not one of those. I mean, they could shoot me, they could come at me. They know Daddy-O don't care. I'm not one of those people that say, "Oh, don't use their lyrics against them in court." Stand by what you say, bro. We grew up in a different. We grew up standing on our square. So in talking all that jazz, there's only one guy in that record promoting violence. His name is Daddy-O. And he reaches in his shirt and says, "You might even get hurt, my friend." Right? You don't even really notice it until you go back. But when I said that and I reached in my jacket, I'm not going to now say, "Oh, I didn't say that." No, I was talking about what I might pull out and you might get hurt. So I believe in standing on your square. If you don't want to be judged by it, don't say it. You're a rapper. You could rap about a million other things that ain't gonna hold you to the water. You know what I'm saying? But we're held musicians. We're held at a different standard than actors. People like to use that example all the time. Oh, De Niro wasn't really a gangster in Goodfellas. Oh, Pacino wasn't really a gangster in The Godfather. But we're not actors. And people don't look at us as actors. And in most cases, the people that are our fans actually feel like they're being a fan of the real people. I have had people over the last 20 years, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the shoulder, but just say, "Man, I'm so glad you're a real dude because I met some of my other heroes and they really disappointed me because what they said on their records and then the way they were in person, it just wasn't like that." Stand on your square. I do it. Chuck does it. NWA had to do it. Luke had to do it. You understand what I'm trying to say? They tried to take Luke to the cleaners. He didn't say,
Did.
"Don't say it." He just, you understand what I'm trying to say? We all did it. We all did it. Like we all did it. Yo, bro, I was on tour with Public Enemy for years. You don't want to know, man, how many times the cops bum rushed them.
Right.
Crazy, man. For nothing. I'm talking about for nothing, bro. They ain't even really do nothing. But now all of a sudden they want to search buses in the back and
Right.
all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't know their history. Folks don't.
Yo,
Yeah.
all Chuck and Griff said is search the bus.
Right.
Because we put all the guns on Ice-T's bus anyway.
I didn't know this in your bio. I just want a little bit of details that you produced the B-52s and Red Hot Chili
Yes.
Peppers.
Lisa Cortez, who actually has a phenomenal, this is a shameless plug, who has a phenomenal movie coming out. She produced this Little Richard documentary. It's
Oh,
great.
I
All right. So Lisa was at Russell Simmons and Leo Cohen had, Rush Artist Management. And Lisa was one of the proponents over there, came to Russell one day and said, "Look, we can set up a whole nother stream of income by getting the producers in all the particular groups that we manage producer work." And so what happened was hip hop was getting very popular. And so this whole remix, I mean, it's not the same anymore, but the remix culture was kind of going crazy. And so remixes came in for the Chili Peppers, remixes came in for the B-52s, remixes came in for Sonic Youth. And although the Bomb Squad was part of those producers, Jam Master Jay, God bless it, there was part of those producers, Prince Paul, my DJ, was part of those producers. None of those guys knew alternative music. I grew up on it.
Ah,
So when any of that work came in, I got a chance to work with those acts.
wow.
And I was excited about everybody, but probably a little more excited about the Chili Peppers because I knew the Chili Peppers from that first album.
Right.
And there was a record, which I still want to use. There was a record on there called Mommy Daddy that the beat is bananas, you know? And so it was amazing. It was amazing working with Anthony and Flea.
Anthony Kiedis, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was dope. And they was, and the ill part about them is like when I met them and everything, when I found out, because I didn't know kind of through the music I kind of knew it, found out through them how big of fans they were of George Clinton and like funk stuff and all of that. So working with them, that was kind of crazy. Then I got like Flea to do like all types of other bass things on the record that wasn't done on the original. It was dope. It was real dope. But I mean, it was just because I mean, I'm not taking away from Daddy-O, but Lisa had a great idea in terms of expanding our portfolio and also our pockets and setting us up with these things. And then these alternative things used to come in and they wanted us to work with them. The only one I didn't get to do because they specifically wanted Prince Paul and I had to convince Prince Paul to do it was Fine Young Cannibals.
Oh wow.
Because then Fine Young Cannibals comes in, you know, she drives me crazy. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Paul. And he's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm like, Paul, it's the Fine Young Cannibals. You got to do this. So he actually did that one. But I got a chance to do quite a few. And then when I went to work at MCA Universal, I actually got to work with Sublime as well.
Oh yeah.